You can't defeat an outward enemy until you defeat the enemy within. Shout out to Elevated Mental for this quote. Use a real one, and that is a fact. Collective, you're the type that knows that the only real enemy is within, and you had to learn this over time. It's not like this is something you just knew inherently, right? Um, you realized over time that, oh, you were really the one holding yourself back, right? A lot of the times you were your own biggest enemy, right? Because it was your mindset. It was the way you were thinking. It was the way you doubted yourself. You know what I'm saying? You, from a very early age, was programmed to hate yourself, was programmed to not be confident in yourself. You know? You were programmed to be worthless, that you weren't going to be anybody in life, you know? And so you, for a very long time, was your biggest enemy and you didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Because that program was so automatic and in your subconscious that you were blocking your own blessings just by you breathing. You know what I'm saying, collective? And um like, you're at the point now where you're aware that the people that you come in contact with, they are just however you perceive the people that you interact with, however you perceive them, that is um, a direct reflection of your consciousness and where you are in your walk of life, right? You're aware of this now. So you understand that the biggest enemy is in you, your mind, right? So if you're operating out of um, anger, then when you go out into the world, you're going to have a lot of experiences that are going to um, also show you anger. You know, you're going to have a lot of experiences that project that anger because that's what you are, right? And that's the energy you're emitting and putting out. So that is the frequency of experience you will experience. This is what you're starting to understand reality, okay, collective, and this is why you really fight every single day to keep your mental space clear, because you understand the power of your mind and how that can affect you on a day to day and how it affects your reality, right? You know firsthand what it's like because there was a period in your life where you were mostly pessimistic. Your mindset was very negative. You weren't hopeful, right? And in that time period of your life, you also were experiencing people who weren't very hopeful. You know, you were also experiencing very depressing and pessimistic experiences in life, you know, because that's where your consciousness was. That was the frequency you were emitting. So even the people around you were emitting that frequency, right? They were reflecting back to you who you were on the inside. But as you started to grow and change and evolve in life, so did your surroundings and so did the people around you, right? So now, collective, you don't project out of fear. You don't project out of insecurity. You don't project out of shame. You project out of love. You project out of truth. You project out of divine justice. You project out of universal harmony. You project out of all high vibrations, right? And so this is what this is what you are experiencing. This is the type of people you're experiencing now, collective, right? And you also understand that you really don't have any enemies, you know what I'm saying? Because again, what is the world that is reflected outward is your consciousness inward, right? So if you're at peace with yourself, then you're at peace outwardly too, right? So when you experience people, You don't look at them as enemies. You don't look at them as competition or ops, right? You show up with love. You show people love. You know what I'm saying? And you're not out to get people. So it's like you don't experience certain things anymore because your mindset, it's like, that quantum physics. It's the observer's viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Reality bends to the observer's viewpoint, right? So your mind, the way your mind is now, you observe reality from the lens of peace and love, right? So that is how your reality is going to show up and present itself, right? And you've mastered this, collective. So this is why you understand that racism is a social construct. This is why you understand that a lot of these social constructs are just used to trap people up and keep them enslaved, right? You can get along with anyone. You won't have an issue with anyone, and it doesn't matter their race, orientation, color of their skin, anything, because you're at peace with yourself. So when you're at peace with yourself and you are truly at peace within, you can be at peace with anyone. When you truly love yourself, you can extend love outward to anyone. And collective, this is what you are. This is who you are now. And you're changing the world, and you're shaping the world the way that it needs to. Who am I talking to, collective? I'm talking to somebody out there very magnificent. You got beautiful energy, and I'm all here for it. I love it. If you resonate with this message in any way, let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Listen, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you a part of our tribe. And if you are returning, y'all know how we do over here, baby. It's always a vibe, okay? Thank y'all for continuing to support me. Thank y'all for watching the video. I love y'all. It's Karkar. I'm signing out. Talk to y'all later. Bye.